This is a revisit. Back in 2011, I did a video featuring the V, and I figured it was only fair to do another video featuring the 16V. As you can see, it sounds different already. This is such a big improvement over the last one. The last one was really nice. It was, you know, it had its thing. But this one is a real improvement. Now, to be honest with you, when I went to look at this car, I wanted the Cts V, because I think for the money, not for nothing, the Cts V is a better car. Simply because it's cheaper. According to GM, it's only a second, not even a second slower than this one, at least to 60. 3.7, 3.8, okay? So you get some difference there, you know? For, 20, 30 grand more, that's something to consider, you know? Now, I went down to Quebec over in Atlantic City. I watch the show every weekend. Great show. I love those guys. And what happened was, well, nothing really happened. I drove the Cts V. And it was nice. It reminded me a lot of the E550 I just got now. It just sounds more, masculine. It's a V, so it was a V. So I said, yeah, I'll probably get this one. It's got all the rebates, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, all right, well, let's drive the Cts V. I'm looking at a Toronado. Or is that a Buick Riviera? Nice. I wish you could see it. I would turn the camera, but then I'd probably never get it adjusted again. But trust me, it's a Buick Riviera. Nice, man. I wonder if they're probably selling that. Anyway, I said, yeah, all right, I'll get into the V. These Recaro seats, you got to get used to, there's a hump here. You got to get used to that hump because it's a ball buster, literally. So anyway, I get into the V and drive. That was the big difference. A little bit difference in size. Everything else really looks the same. It's a V, it has 200 and some odd less horsepower, but no big deal. So anyway, I get into it and I drive, and I just tapped the pedal at one point, and I was like, whoa, the car responded so magnificently. I was like, whoa, forget that, I want this one. And so here I am. They worked out a good deal for me. Of course, I was upside down because I was financing that damn thing. The Benz, which I'm not saying anything bad about the Benz. The Benz is beautiful. It's the best. It really is. I mean, if you want comfort and all that other stuff, you can't beat the Benz. Speed, performance. But it's not about Benz. It's about the V. So anyway, the guy over there made me a fantastic deal. I don't want to give out anybody's names because I don't know if I'm supposed to legally. Anyway, gave me a great deal. Got a 4-year lease. At the end of the lease, I could do what I want, which is great. I like that because I like to, take advantage. I love cars, man. I wish I could buy every car. I get the V. They make me a great deal. Well, won't get into that. So I get it and drive it around, and I really like it. One of my only complaints, I have very few this time, is the summer tires. I live in New York. I don't need a summer tire. I'm not going to the track to track it out, which is, another just little sidebar. This car's more track car than street car. Go figure. So anyway, I don't need summer tires. Now I'm gonna have to spend an extra $1,400 if I can get them, because I went to Michelin AS3s and not available in the rear tire right now. Go figure that. Bridgestone makes the rear tire, don't make the front tire. I guess it'll come in time. We still got a few months. Anyway, this is August. Another thing, I seem to change cars in August. The month of August seems to spark some sort of desire in me to get out of my car that I'm in and get into another one. The interior is basically the same, so you know what you're getting. Cadillac has to invest in some more brighter colors. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. They have that one with that beige inset. Well, you did that already. I mean, these colors are all old colors. They haven't changed, So they need to really consider maybe upgrading the color a bit, especially on the interior. Maybe put some wood, even if it's fake wood. Like the other interiors and the other ones are nice. Hey, why not? So anyway, interiors are nice. I don't like the summer tires. I know the price is nice. Oh, that's what I was talking about. It's a little AMG-ish. And it is. My old Cadillac, I read the book. A lot of people don't read the book you get with the car. I read the book. Because then the book has little secrets in there for you to use that would help you. So I like the book. I like to read the book. So the old book for the Cadillac 11, no braking period. Just get in and drive it. You know, that's what it's made for. Got into an AMG. They wanted you to warm up the oil. They wanted you to do a braking period. And, you know, they want you to take it easy, blah, 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 this, blah, blah. They had their rev limit, too, at that point. So what are you going to do? I mean, that's what they're telling you to do. You got to do it. Because they'll punch in to the computer and see that you didn't, and, you know, you may have problems. So anyway, you really don't realize it. It has an 8-speed automatic. And it's so freaking smooth, man. It reminds me of a 12-cylinder BMW that I had driven back in the day. It's just like an airplane, you know. It's smooth. It's very, and then if you mash it, right, you have like 3 levels in this thing. You could mash it, let's say, you know, a little bit, you know, how you would usually mash it, and you'll take off. Now, these cars seem to be like a seductress. They're almost like a woman. They're like, come on, push it a little harder. You push it a little harder, you go faster. But then there's another level, maybe 2 more levels, where when you really mash it, you're out of there, man. The car is just out of there. That feeling, that burst of speed is incredible, you know? And, oh, man. This car driving it in manual is nice. You have the paddle shifters, which is a big difference from having the buttons that were on the old one, which were okay, too, but these are nice. These are big. I don't know if they're magnesium or aluminum. They look like chrome, but they're really nice. And it'll shift quick. You know, you can shift it quick. You can hold the gears. It's a fantastic car. There we go. It really is. You know, my shirt done. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. I'm no beauty queen, and I know it. So anyway, the gas mileage on this thing, I'm not going to say, well, I'll tell you what, it is better. I took a trip down south, a couple 100 miles the other day, right? I had a full tank of gas. By the time I got finished doing what I had to do, I was down to just a quarter of a tank left, which isn't bad. So what I did was, it basically got me up there, it got me what I was doing with it, and it took 3/4 of a tank. The old one, no. You start with a full tank, point A. By the time you get to point B, you got to fill up again. And then when you're coming back, depending on how much driving you did while you were at point B, you're going to have to fill up again. So this car in that aspect is better in gas. This is a fantastic car. The more I drive it, the more I like it. I leave it at that. And that's the best thing to do, you know. When I'm back in Brooklyn, I'll hit the track again for a couple of little runs. It's more like a runway anyway. It's not a track, it's a runway. Just got to make sure there's nothing on it.